No people did in the house are doing. So I never touched on this before, but I remember the public did call me about this. Actually email me. Sorry, I meant to say. About this. And it was relating to an incident in Ballyhears, in County Cavan. There is a now I try and explain this. I don't know really the correct term. You kind of call it a buckle bike. But you obviously you can recycle your stuff or glass bottles or something like that for free. You just put it's like a clothes bags, things like that. And we often see them on the side of the road. Butters Bridge has two closed bikes, but doesn't have a bucket recycling set that will where you can just pull up your car and just pull in stuff. Like in, another example is in outside Ballyconnor. Bumboy. Yeah, I couldn't think of the name of the town for a second. So yeah, these places and they asked me would I ask the local authorities to clean up because there was a lot of rubbish just fecked out, and I might as well use the word fecked out. On not even into this stuff. The things were empty, but it was just fecked on the ground. And there is cameras there where the council have obviously looked into it. And obviously probably will get some before they say. But this is just going. This is just what I'm saying. Like these, it's good if the local authorities to have such things like you can recycle boxes and things like that for free. You don't have to go to put them into the bin. You don't have to pay a penny for it. But people take advantage of them. People just fire stuff everywhere and don't bother to put stuff in. Like it only takes a few minutes to put boxes and things like that in, and it's very good. It's very good in my opinion. But people do take advantage of it, and I know this time of the year, I know myself. There is bees. The bees are mad around the bucket bikes and things like that. They're mad around them. The same with wasps and the rest of that. But my appeal to people, and it's not really up to the local authorities. In that sense, is the bucket bikes are really won by the local authorities. There's another body over, but it's really the local authorities issue too. But this is another thing that we're talking about, a clothes bag too, and this is actually in relation. Let me just check. Clothes bag, and another Sinn Féin TD for Sinn Féin County Council, sorry, not TD, for Ballyjames constituency, other side of Cavan. Was talking about I can't think of his name off the top of my head. I know him. I've seen him. I met him a few times. I can't think of the name of him. Paul something, but gone on my head completely. He's not elected, and I don't think he's. I think he's the only TD. Yeah, he's the only TD elected in Cavan, in the county council for Sinn Féin. I can't think of his name. See, me with my names is just terrible. But yeah, he done a video on the clothes bank. Like these are just donate clothes to charity, things like that. Now, obviously these are not run by the local authorities. These are for the other groups, obviously the assigned groups for kidney dialysis or for animal charities, things like that, donate clothes, which is a good idea. But again, people do take advantage of it. But I'm just saying, if they are full, say if you do go to them and they are full, don't just fire them there, because there was a big mess left of that one. And these clothes were good clothes, they were good quality clothes, but they were just fired there, and obviously they were left in just black bags, and obviously rats and everything teared at them and made a huge mess. And they were good clothes, they were good to good use for families that are less fortunate. But unfortunately, things, and to do with this, and I don't really know how you would deal with it, especially with them, because I know myself with the ones in Butters Bridge, we have two clothes bags, but they are the people who are over them are told every week, and I made sure, instructed them that they come once a week, to make sure that they're emptied and everything like that, and they agreed to it. But I don't know, but maybe I'm more influenced, maybe I'm more more how would I put it, more nicer talking to them than any other people, because usually when people see this, they get thick with them and everything. I just said, if you wouldn't mind, if you do get the chats, if you just come for once a week and just check them out and just see if they're okay, and they said they were grand. That's grand, because obviously this Butters Bridge is going up to Cronus, and they go up to Cronus, so obviously they'll probably stop here along the way, so which is good. But issues aside, there is cameras, and I will say this straight, in the majority of ones in Cavan, I will say this straight to people, there is cameras looking down at you and what you're doing, and I'm not trying to frighten people or anything like that. People who are just putting the boxes in, doing what's right, you'd have no problem. We respect you for doing that, we have huge respect for you. We won't, obviously we're not using them against you, but let's just put it that way. It's the people who just dump things and just expect somebody else to clean it up, because I'm sure people would agree it's very good to the taxpayer to pay for these stuff. to be got rid of. But you know, but just dumping stuff there and expecting somebody else to do it, it's just a mess. And let's just be honest, it's just a mess when you do that. But yeah, just to say to people, you know, please do be careful, especially be careful, because there's a good few needles. I know myself, I was actually cleaned up a clothes bag. This is sorry, I'm going into the store here, but I know myself, this is on the other side of the cabin. Actually, this was at Cabin Up. I was there one day on the couch. And you know, there was a few needles. There was a few needles left beside these were bottle bags, and you know, there was just bags, you know, just stuffed. But now there's cameras and everything there. But you know, that's dangerous. That's the danger to the public. If somebody was walking, like I had boots on me, I wouldn't wear through my boots, the needle or whatever. But say somebody was walking with sandals or something like that, it would go straight through the foot. You know, it's a danger. It is dangerous there, Mary. So just I'm always saying to people, do be careful, because there's glass, broken glass, and everything like that there. So just be careful. As I say, Calvin County Council have cleaned it up. Yeah, Calvin County Council did clean it up. We're just checking. They did clean it up. They did clean up that incident. The clothes bag one, I'm not too sure yet. I'm sure the Sinn Féin County Council has that under control. But just to say to be careful, and thank you, and bye.